Tsapi Motivation Channel. My name is Tsapi, and what I want to talk to you today about is conformity, overcoming that obstacle. Now, a lot of people always ask me, or in fact everyone these days is a conformist of some sort. And why are we conforming? Why are you trying to look like the next person instead of trying to look out for the best that you are? I always tell people, do you know what people's biggest problem? People spend too much time trying to look like the next person. They miss out on the great person that's in the mirror. Now, when you stand up and you look at yourself in the mirror, don't think about being like the next person or the next who, whatever. What you ought to be thinking about is, I'm looking at this great person in the mirror and I'm going to make the best out of this person. And that's how you ought to be thinking. Now, I have my own definition of conformity. What is conformity? And I'm not going to give you a dictionary definition here of what conformity is. I'm going to give you my own personal perception of what conformity is. In my opinion, conformity is the process of seeking a lower state of self and being. Conformity means, in my opinion, you have to compromise your standards. You have to really calm yourself down. And I'm sure you've heard that many times, people saying to you, calm yourself down. Now, what does that mean when someone says to you, calm yourself down? What that person basically means is compromise your standards. Let go of the dream that you had. It's impossible. Let go of that goal that you have set for yourself because it's unreachable. And then calm yourself down to us who are conformists, who have already beaten ourselves down. Now, anyone who's a conformist is always happy to beat down someone who's not a conformist, to bring them down to their level. I've once said this nice quote that said, never argue with a fool because they'll beat you down to their level. They'll bring you down to their level and beat you by experience. That's the very same principle that conformists do. Anyone who's a conformist is always willing and happy to bring you down to their lowest level as possible and then beat you by experience. Now, my advice to you is do not conform. Think about it. Think about, what if I stood up and then I didn't only stand up, but I also went out in the world and stood out. Because the only way to make a difference in this world is to be different. The moment you start being different, that's the moment you start making a difference in this world. If you move away from the people who are holding you back, these are the conformists, then you start moving towards the people who are pulling you forward in life. Then what happens is that you step out of this comfort zone. A lot of people have their comfort zones. This is my comfort zones. This is where I feel comfortable. Let me tell you something they never told you. Comfort zones, they are not some form of protection. They're actually an incarceration. When you're in your comfort zone, you're not protected. You're incarcerated. You're incarcerated from realizing your dreams, from realizing your full potential, and making the best out of the best that you really are. Now, why are you conforming? Why are you trying to fit in? I don't think you were born to fit in. You were in fact actually born to stand out, be different, and make a difference. And that is what you should be embracing. That is what you should be celebrating every day. Do not be a conformist. Stand up and stand out. I always tell people, I say, ever wondered why the 1% of this world are successful than the 99%? You know why? It's because they stood up and then they stood out of their comfort zone into their success zone. They know that the only thing that's certain in this world is uncertainty. They know that to be different in this world, or to make a difference in this world rather, you have to be different. And that's where it starts. If you are busy trying to fit in, you are actually losing out on the great person that you are. If you are trying to be like the next person, you are missing out on the great person that's in the mirror. And what I want to say to you is, why do you want to fit in when you can stand out? Why do you want to be like everyone else when you can be different and make a difference? Because that is what you were born for, to make a difference, to be different, to use your talents, to use your skills, to use your capabilities, to use everything that you are and everything that you have to make a real difference in this world and become the best that you were born to be. And I always say, conformists are people who always measure themselves against other people's standards. As long as you continue to measure yourself against anyone's standards, let me tell you this, you will always come up second. Whatever you do, if you are going to measure yourself, if you are going to measure the best if you're going to measure yourself actually against anybody else's standards, you will always come out second. But the moment you start measuring yourself against the standards that you have set for yourself in life, I can guarantee you, you're always going to come out the best. You're always going to come out the best person that you can be, number one. Now, Set higher standards for yourself. Set very high standards for yourself. Set high goals. Have big dreams. Have great values, very strong values that will support you in the process of you pursuing these dreams. And then believe in yourself. It starts first with you. When you believe in yourself, everything changes. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Because if you don't believe in yourself, I'm not going to believe in you. The next guy is not going to believe in you. Your friends are not going to believe in you. But when you start believing in yourself, everyone around you starts believing in you, and everyone else starts supporting you and helping you become the best that you were born to be. Now, I wish you could just stand up and realize that you were not born to be a conformist. You were born to be an outstanding human being. And that is what I want you to remember every day. That is what I want you to celebrate, to embrace, and to go out there into the world and embrace this wonderful, this special person that you really are. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching Tsapi Motivation channel. I hope this really makes a difference to you. I hope you go out there and you turn this principle into a simple, practical, and applicable principle in your life, and you can use it tomorrow and you can use it every day to make a real positive difference in your life. Thank you. Peace out. Have a great day.